Yo, this is your boy Dominique Davis. I appreciate you tapping in for yet another episode. I want to talk to you guys about success and share with you some things that I've learned on my journey. Some things that I've learned, some things that some things that I've learned, some things that I've noticed, and some things that I've just observed and went through. But one of the biggest things to success is finding out, who you are, who you are as a person. And I feel like a lot of people get wrapped up in that. Life is hard. It's hard. Like, we got to stop pretending that it's not. It's hard for everybody, You're not a victim. And we got to throw away that mentality. A lot of people hinder their success by playing the victim role, Things do happen to everybody. Some of those things we just cannot explain, but they happen to everybody. So you got to throw out the victim role. And then you got to just take life, life on the chin. When something happens, that's out of your control. One of the things you got to have is adaptability. You got to be able to pivot and turn to whatever's going to make you successful. But one of the secrets that I share with all the people that I've mentored over the years is that the easiest way to be successful is to find out who you are. And then somebody will ask me, well, Dominique, how do I find out who I am? Well, the easiest way is by process of elimination, right? There's 1,000 things you could be. We got the world running around crazy. You got people that are, if we're all animals, right? You got people that are dogs trying to be amphibians. You got people that are, amphibians trying to be dogs. There's people trying to be birds. They're actually lions, and lions trying to be birds. So, you get this whole ecosystem of confused people. But if you use the process of elimination and find out what you're not, it's the easiest way to find out what you are and what you should be following and what you should be doing. We get wrapped up in, just life hits everybody, differently. So we get wrapped up with things. We get wrapped up with people, situations, companies, whatever that might be, that's just draining who you are. And I would tell anybody that's trying to be successful is get away from the things that jeopardize yourself. Like, for some of us, that could be relationships. There could be relationships that just are not good for you. I'm not necessarily saying that makes you or them a bad person, but it's just not good for you. There are jobs that are just not good for you. They're draining the character and who you are. And that's going to be problematic in the future when you're trying to figure out, what your success is. Number two, you got to define success. Some people is just making more money. I'm okay with that. Some people is having a healthy family. That's cool too. Other people is being famous. It's being, top tier athletes. Whatever that calling is, you need to be able to recognize it and hone your skills around it. Because that's where that's a lot of times, where you get lost. And I would say, like, when we're in the process of failing or we're going through something when it comes to outcomes, that moment that you feel where it's like, oh, this did not work out in the way that I wanted it to, it's perfectly natural to sit there and think to yourself, like, damn, like, why did this happen? Why'd that happen like that? Dang, I really wanted this to work. It's perfectly natural. But the people that become successful are the people that spend very little time in that feeling. You got to spend very minute time in that feeling. Like, you can't sit there for too long. I mean, I'll even paint you a picture. You take, if you watch old clips of Michael Jordan, you go through YouTube, look at him when, he made shots and missed shots, if you're watching, he shoots the shot, whether he misses it or makes it, but let's say he misses it. It's a natural human instinct to feel self-doubt. It's a natural human instinct to be like, damn, I wish that would have went in. There's a perfectly natural instinct to be like, damn, I let these people down. And then there's a natural, like, self-sabotage where you feel like you might not be good enough for just that that second or that split second of that emotion. Now, the people that are left behind within success and the people that become successful, very successful people, are the people that spend very little time in that feeling. They feel those same feelings that you feel. I'm pretty sure they wanted to make that shot. I'm pretty sure they wanted everybody in the crowd around them to cheer. Like, that's just like a normal instinct. But how long do you stay in that disappointment? Does it go on for months? Does it go on for years? Every time it happens, does it go on for years? Well, that's what keeps you in that spin cycle of failure. So you have to eliminate things that waste your time. That's not, I'll say, that's not conducive with the person that you want to be. If you're reading things and regurgitating things and you're not applying them, there's no application to it, it's a waste of time. It is a waste of resource, and it's not getting you any closer to the needle that you need to be to being successful and being the person that you need to be in your own right. You know, you got to define that mountain. Everybody's got different puzzles they got to solve. Everybody's got different mountains they got to climb, but you got to define that puzzle and define that mountain. What is that for you is different for everybody else, because that's going to determine how you got to climb it, depending on what it is. But a lot of people skip that. They skip that part. They see the end result of what they wanted. They see they see the diamond. They see the house they want. They see the car that they want. And you're not connecting the dots to get to those. What kind of mountain you got to climb? You know, because depending on the type of mountain you got to climb, you got to bring different equipment with you. You know, I mean, there's a big difference between a mountain with no snow on it, and there's a big difference between you climbing a mountain with a lot of snow on it. You got to bring different equipment, you know, in order to get there. And if those things, if success is making more money, if it's being more famous, if it's being a better athlete, if it's being a greater father, whatever that is for you, there's different equipment you gotta bring, because the journey's different and the destination's different. And some of them things may change over time, and that's okay. It's okay for, what success means to you to change over time. But the number one thing that you got to remember is you have to get away from things that's draining you away from that purpose. It could be the food that you eat that's making you unhealthy. It could be you going to that bar all the time that's making you have a hangover to where you can't be productive the next day. It could be hanging around them dumbass people that don't want to see you win, or they're taking from you in a way that you don't even have the mental bandwidth or the physical bandwidth to be the person that you need to be, and you got to get rid of those. Those are nothing but distractions. So I'll leave you with this. Define what that mountain looks like for you. What's the hill that you want to climb? Right? And then eliminate the people or the person that you're not. Like, eliminate the person that you're not. That's how you get to the person that you should be. And then once you identify that, then it's like, okay, cool. How do we get there? What do I need to eliminate? What's the noise? What's the distractions I need to eliminate around me to get to that point? And that's when you'll be truly successful. So like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Tell me what your struggles are. Tell me what you think about the episode, and then we'll tap in on the next one. All right, I'm out.